VR Workforce Studio, podcasting the sparks that ignite vocational rehabilitation through the inspiring stories of people with disabilities who have gone to work,
working in a field that I understand,
as well as the professionals who have helped them.
A job and a career. You got to look at how life-changing this is.
And the businesses who have filled their talent pipelines with workers that happen to have disabilities.
To help expand registered apprenticeship.
These are their stories.
Because there's such a great story to tell about people with disabilities.
Now, here are the hosts of the VR Workforce Studio, Rick Sizemore and Betsy Civilette.
Welcome back to the VR Workforce Studio podcast. In this segment, we're thrilled to introduce a dynamic national initiative that's amplifying the message of vocational rehabilitation like never before. It's called 100 Stories in 100 Days. And it's part of a bold effort by CSA VR to spotlight the incredible journeys of individuals with disabilities who found success through VR. Leading the campaign, Grace Miller with Britt Crampsey Communications. She joins us today to talk about how this project is coming together, what's happening behind the scenes, and why your voice, your stories matter more now than ever. Betsy?
Well, it's such a perfect fit for the VR Workforce Studio. Since 2015, we've been telling these very stories. And now we get to partner with Grace and with Britt and the CSA VR team to help launch this campaign into the national spotlight. So let's welcome Grace Miller to the podcast.
We're glad you're here, Grace.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited to partner with you on this incredible effort. Let's start right at the heart of it. What is the 100 Stories in 100 Days campaign, and why is it so important to CSA VR and the national VR community?
So the 100 Stories in 100 Days campaign is a nationwide storytelling effort to spotlight the life-changing impact of vocational rehab. So from August 14th to about mid-November, CSA VR will be publishing one new success story every single day for 100 days in a row. And this is drawn from clients and business partners from across the country. It's important because VR does incredible work behind the scenes, but those stories don't always reach the broader public. And this campaign is about putting faces and names and real experiences front and center so that employers, legislators, and community partners can see the value that VR brings, not just in numbers, but in the human impact.
Well, Grace, this is a massive undertaking. Can you give us a glimpse into how this campaign came to be and what your role is in gathering and sharing these stories across the country?
So this is honestly Daisha Johnson from Oregon Blind. This was her idea. She really spearheaded this. And CSA VR wanted a way to celebrate and share the VR success stories in this concentrated, high impact way. I've been working with an incredible team of ladies at CSA VR, and we knew that if we could create a consistent drumbeat, a story every day, we could raise VR National's profile, which gives each state agency something tangible to share locally. My role personally is to make participation easy, creating the submission process, reviewing and editing the stories, ensuring that they are concise, compelling, and coordinated how they're published and promoted. I'm also here to support the state VR teams in identifying stories and using them in their own outreach.
Yeah, wow. 100 stories. That's a lot of work. And you're connected with all 50 states and territories beyond that. What's the energy been like as people start submitting their stories, and have any early stories already stood out to you on a personal level?
The energy is fantastic. People are clearly proud to see their work recognized, and they're excited to contribute. Even before our official launch, we've seen an incredible mix of inspiring client stories and very powerful employer partnerships. I got the opportunity to speak with the Communications Professional Network with CSAVR, and they were so excited and they gave me incredible feedback. One story that really stuck with me, this came from Alabama, is the story of Benon Abercrombie from Hoover, Alabama. And in 2017, he walked onto the field as a starting safety for Harvard's first game of the season. His teammates called him Badger Crombie for his relentless pursuit of receivers. But after one hard tackle, he sustained a severe spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed from the neck down. But what's really remarkable is that Ben didn't quit, and he committed to returning to Harvard. And the VR services in Alabama became a big part of his game plan through assistive technology and eye navigation for his wheelchair, voice-controlled software. He was able to regain independence in his studies. And this year, he graduated from Harvard with a degree in economics and is now pursuing a career as a personal financier for professional athletes. And his story is such a powerful reminder that VR isn't just about employment. It's about giving people the tools to keep chasing their dreams no matter what life throws at them.
We are always interested in the people behind the mission. Grace, how did you get into the world of communications and marketing, and what sparked your interest in working with people with disabilities and the VR community?
I've always been drawn to storytelling. I was always that kid who loved theater or just reading the children's books. Storytelling is very important to me because it can really drive change, I think. My background is personally in communications and marketing across a ton of different sectors, whether that's nonprofit or government organizations. And I had the incredible opportunity to intern with my lovely boss, Britt Crampsey, who is one of my favorite powerful women in the world. She started her own public relations firm after leaving the PA State Senate, and she has worked with incredible clients. We have been able to do incredible work of amplifying stories and amplifying advocacy through this. But seriously, working with CSAVR has really opened my eyes to like the profound impact of VR on individual people's lives. And it's just incredibly motivating to be a part of something that pairs my love of storytelling and strategic communications with a very meaningful mission.
Can you tell us more about what it's been like for you, sort of on an emotional level, as you go about collecting and preparing these stories for the larger VR community and beyond?
It's been humbling and energizing at the same time, which is a weird mix because some of these stories will absolutely bring tears to your eyes. Just incredibly powerful stories, while others just want to cheer, you just want to share the story with everyone you know because it's so inspiring. It's really just a reminder that VR is about possibility. It's about helping people overcome barriers and achieve goals. And that's just a universal feeling. Overcoming barriers, achieving goals that once felt out of reach. Professionally, it's just been an honor to like help shape these narratives for people who care so much so that we can have other people hear them.
Well, a lot of our audience works in VR or has gone through it. So what would you say to them about why sharing these stories matters now, especially beyond the VR community, to partners, businesses, even legislators?
These stories aren't just incredibly inspiring to us as personal people. These stories are powerful advocacy tools. They help employers see the value in hiring VR clients. The stories show legislators the return on investment on VR programs, and these stories inspire partners to get more involved. VR professionals already know the magic that they can make happen, but when we share it widely, We build understanding, support, and momentum for people who may not have known the true impact of VR.
Yeah. If you're watching this on one of our many channels or listening, you must share a sense of what I'm feeling right now is how do I get involved in this? This is exciting. So Grace, where do people turn if they want to be part of this campaign? How can they get involved?
That's my favorite thing to hear. I'm hoping that it's nice and easy for you. We will have on the CSAVR website, we have a web page dedicated to the 100 Stories in 100 Days, which will have a short online form to submit stories. We'll also be sending out emails to our network in CSAVR. So submitting stories through this short online form, even one or two makes a difference. Just repurposing those success stories that you already have from your newsletters or your reports or your social posts, send them our way. Once you share those stories, if you could share the other stories that you see posted to CSAVR on your own channels, that will help to reach a wider audience. And if you need any help identifying or shaping a story, you don't think your story is exactly right yet, or it's too long, or you need a little zhuzh to it, submit the story. Our team will work on it. We're here to assist. We will be uploading these stories to our brand new and improved social media channels for CSAVR. You can find us on Facebook, CSAVR Official, and you can find us on Instagram at CSAVR Official. No spaces, no dots.
Yeah, well, this is clearly more than just a 100-day project. You hinted that this campaign might be a long-term storytelling initiative. Can you tell us more about the vision beyond November?
While the 100 days will be a major push, the long-term vision is an ongoing storytelling platform that continues to showcase VR's impact year-round. We will keep the 100 Stories in 100 Days webpage up on the CSAVR website, and that will include a map of all the stories from each state that makes it easy to find for businesses, legislators, or employers. We are hoping that this campaign builds momentum for a culture of continuous story sharing at both the national and state levels.
Wow. Well, as we close, what's one thing you hope listeners walk away from after hearing about this campaign? Maybe a challenge, an invitation.
I hope that people walk away with the idea that your story matters. The stories from your state really do matter, and they will really change things. Whether it's one client or one employer, one partnership, sharing your story can change perceptions. It can open doors. It can inspire others. So my challenge is simple. Think of one story you can share and send it in. That single act could be a spark that changes someone's life.
Yeah, that spark is what we're all about as we podcast the Sparks at Ignite Vocational Rehabilitation. We're so excited to partner with you and be involved in this campaign. I know some of the guests that have appeared on our podcast are certainly going to show up in those 100 Stories, 100 Days. Grace, we can't thank you enough for your time. You know, and as a younger person, your passion. This is exciting to see you out there helping lead this national celebration of success through vocational rehabilitation. We'll be following this campaign closely and look forward to having you back, maybe even Britt, to talk about the stories that moved the nation.
Yeah, thank you, Grace. Your energy is infectious, and we wish you the best of luck in this project.
Thank you guys so much.